pushed into WWE, you may have to threaten to leave. True or not true, do you think?
I think they've almost turned it now into a work. Doing that now, I almost think they have because they're not stupid. None of them are Triple H isn't stupid. Vince isn't stupid. They may be clueless in the department of booking or whoever they have writing. So yes, but they're not stupid. So they see everybody. It's going to be a mass exodus. Everybody's going to go to AEW or Impact or here or there or wherever. They're not stupid, and they said to all of us, "We're listening." Did they not when they brought Vince out?
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah.
And what did we all want? Push the guys who have not been pushed, i.e. the Revival, i.e. Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler, whoever it is. Right? You know what I mean? I think that the WWE is taking that and they're using it as not an angle, but almost like, we're not happy. We're going to leave. And all of a sudden, the Revival is the tag team champs. Zack Ryder's on TV.
What's Dean Ambrose doing?
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But
do you see what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
Storyline.
I think it's a great storyline.
I mean, I like the Revival.
Why not use it?
I mean, I personally, I like the Revival. I liked them down in NXT. I like their
Brainbusters Jr.
Yeah, the carbon copy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's awesome.
I mean, that's what you would call it. Art Anderson would be proud. They are an old school, fighting, wrestling.
No flips, just fists.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great T-shirt. But I'm happy for the Revival because it's truly their time. But they had to break up that whole revolving the titles around. Now I forget what show they're on. I think they're on Raw, so they're with New Day.
No, New Day's on SmackDown.
SmackDown, okay. I was going to say they were the Bar.
Bars on SmackDown.
No, smart.
And the Usos are on SmackDown as well. Actually, the Usos are in Penitentiary.
Rude and Gable.
Okay, Rude and Gable. That's right.
Fucking annoying.
Rude and Gable. And now, but you know
Gable
what?
is awesome, dude.
Gable is such
awesome. I saw him live.
It's great, but together no.
Gable's such a budding star. It's just
awesome.
The fact that they stuck him with Rude and didn't.
The fact that they did with Rude what they've done with Rude is horrible.
Yep.
Pure Money was one of my favorite tag teams.
Boring,
and they brought him over, and he's horrible.
He was boring as a singles guy.
It's WWE killed him.
Yeah, but but now the AEW if AEW wasn't there, okay, let's just say that AEW never happened.
Yep.
Would the Revival have gotten? I mean, would the Revival be tag team champs right now?
I don't know.
I personally think what we just discussed probably about 2 minutes ago before we came back on the show. If they wouldn't have gotten hurt a year and a half ago,
when they got that push,
they were on a rocket to the top.
Yeah, weren't they beating people up in the back?
Yeah, and then the one guy broke his jaw, and then when he came back, the other one hurt his shoulder, and they were on the shelf for about a year, 8-9 months at least. They were number one with a bullet. Then all of a sudden they got hurt. You know how this business works. Mm-hmm. This business, what have you done for me lately? If you're not in the mix, you're done. You are done.
Well, let's maybe take it a step further. Depends on who you are.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're Seth Rollins and you get hurt, you're going to get pushed no matter what.
So. If you're established, if you're Seth Rollins,
but if you're on the come up,
yeah, exactly. When you're on the way up and you get hurt, you're done, and you got to build yourself up again. And I think that's what they've done.
Well, I think
that going to happen with Ali. What the hell's his name?
Mustafa Ali. Yeah. Awesome. Don't wait.
But no, is that going to happen with him?
Your Bob joke ain't going to work there. He's awesome.
Here's the thing, though.
Is that going to happen with him because he's on the come up and they're pushing him hard and now he got hurt? And how long is he going to be out for?
It shouldn't be out.
Shoulder? Is it back?
Is that going to affect his
shouldn't be out too long. I mean, he got his face kind of mangled up here.
But it was his back or his shoulder.
Something like that, yeah. His face didn't look that good either.
And a black eye.
Yeah, oof. It was a nasty one, too.
Randy Orton's stiff. I still say that. He's stiff.
But,
I know they say he's a good worker, but he's stiff, man.
he's a good worker. He's a good worker when he wants to be.
Yeah,
you know.
Lazy. Anyway, we're get off.
But the thing is, though, I mean, let's take Mustafa Ali as an example because you can kind of relate him and the Revival when they first came up because Mustafa Ali
getting a big push,
getting a huge push. Now he gets hurt. What happens when he comes back? I mean, like you said, if you're not there, what have you done for me lately? What happens to him?
Exactly. Go ahead. You first.
This will be a good, not science experiment, but this will be a good experiment on what we're talking about right now. Yeah. We come back for the next show. It depends on how long Mustafa Ali's out for. If we come back for our show next month, and if he's back, we'll see if he's still getting pushed. If he's out for a month, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to go one of two ways. Either they're going to let him come back and he's going to go after Randy Orton and Samoa Joe, and it's going to be some sort of feud between the three of them, or he's just going to be mid-card and have to build his way back up.
Daniel Bryan said he wanted to work with him. The reason why Mustafa Ali got the push, he worked with him. He handpicked that guy to work with him.
He's great in the ring.
And I'm saying we'll see, I think this will be an experiment on what we're trying to say here. If the guy's out for a little while, he was getting a big time push.
This is one of those talents that, like I said before, you build. You have your established guys, your stars and whatnot, but it's very important to have like the younger talent to come up behind those guys, so they just keep on rolling. He could be one of those guys.
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully, now, if he does come back and he's healthy and whatnot, do you throw him right back into that picture, or do you start him not necessarily from the bottom?
That's what they do at Revival. They kind of came back. They did a slow roll out. But if they bring him back, and like I said, it's a great storyline if you send him after Randy Orton for messing him up.
Yep.
And do you let him beat Randy Orton, or do you let him get buried by Randy Orton? That's going to be what it comes down to.
That's interesting what's happened to him. But what's further interesting with Mustafa Ali is that they took him from 205 Live roster and put him on the main roster. What does that say about 205 Live in a way? It's like, I mean, I know it's the cruiserweights and whatnot, but I think Buddy Murphy could be on the main roster.
Industry insiders seem to think that Drew Gulak could work with anybody. They say that he's highly underrated.
Drew Gulak is one of those guys.
Underrated.
You know what? I'm going to say this. We all make comparisons. That this guy reminds me of this guy. The Revival reminds you of the Brainbusters. Drew Gulak reminds me of Dean Malenko.
And the man of 1,000 holds. You know what I mean?
You talk about because I was watching a match with Drew Gulak about a month ago, and it just hit, how it just hits you sometimes when
I just hit you?
kind of like cheese, hard.
I'm not turning into cheese.
But I was watching Drew Gulak, and I'm like, it's like Dean Malenko in front of me. I mean, just so skilled in the ring, can work any match you want. He's not your high flyer type of thing, but he knows how to work that type of match. But there's another guy you could put on the main roster, and he wouldn't embarrass himself by far. Cedric Alexander. He's another one. He's about 200 pounds. He can go on the main roster.
I totally agree, but I also think that there's, would some of these guys become the next, like, I don't know, Apollo Crews or something? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Apollo Crews can go, but there's only so many spots, and you need a certain, because you have to be the whole. We've always discussed that for years. You could go. These guys who can go in the ring, you need something else.
Yeah, you have to have that
Mustafa Ali has the look. The weird light up mask. It's all.
That's cool.
Exactly.
That's cool, yeah.
You have something.
That's the part of him I don't like.
But you have something that draws the people.
It's like light up Sub-Zero. I'm sorry, and it doesn't work for me.
But
outside of that, I enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's fun.
But again, I guess this kind of goes back to, like you said, so many spots. We're looking at an overloaded roster again. To me, it is anyway. I think Apollo Crews. How many more different ways can they bring Apollo Crews?
He's likable. He could wrestle. again, it's just he doesn't have that specific spark that's going to make him an all-out superstar.
He doesn't. It doesn't matter what they do with him. He can't generate heat. He can't generate a pop, no matter what they've done. I mean, it's
just certain. It's nothing. It might not even be anything he's done, writing done, anything. So some people just don't get that over. They just don't get over.
Yeah,
it's just the way it is.
You know, I mean, at this point, would he be a guy you would just release and say, "Thank you"? Or?
Honestly, I would release him because he can go to AEW and become a star.
But that's why they won't.
Exactly.
That's why, yeah.
But honestly, I mean, if you're carrying dead weight at that point because he's just nothing but a filler.
But how much dead weight can? Yeah, I guess a better question is how much dead weight can you carry?
You have to have some.
Can you cut him and bring up Drew Gulak? You know what I mean?
I think you could, but
here's the thing: are you just replacing one dead weight with more dead weight, whether he's good or not? Again, you have to have that. You have to have that.
When Drew Gulak was on TV, well, that's why I use him as an example. When he was on TV, do you remember his gimmick? No.
Oh, the no-fly zone.
Well, sort of, but he was like kind of like a Trumper, he was like a Trump supporter kind of guy. He was like political, and it got heat.
Right,
you know,
right.
Drew Gulak. I keep bringing this guy up, but so do you take someone like an Apollo Crews, or who's that idiot they're putting in vignettes again, Mojo Rawley? You know.
All right, I'm gonna say this right now. I effing hate Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Every ounce of my soul. Him and Gronk could suck a dick. Sorry.